Right, and so I'm having a bath now. But what's the point? I'm going to get dirty in a bit. I'm going to get dirty tomorrow. So why am I having a bath and wasting all this money? What's the point? Can someone tell me, please?
Hey, welcome back to Radio 10. 10 out of 10. 10 being good, not bad. Coming up, we have postmodern comedian Michael Hunt. But don't call him Mike. There you go.
Why can't cheaters play... Oh, sorry, I got that wrong. Why can't cats play cards?
Okay.
There's too many cheaters.
Hey. I think that there's nothing more manly than having a pair of keys. Yeah. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna open the door to my house where I live, where I sleep, where I eat. Just get my keys. Or, well, the club's closing in a bit. We could go back to mine. Or, you want to get out? You're never going to get out. You're never going to have these.
In dreams, I talk with you. In dreams, I walk with you. In dreams, you're mine all of the time. In dreams. In dreams.
Alright, in today's lecture we continue our foray into the world of contemporary British literature with Andy McNabb's Battlefield 3, The Russian. In the next 5 hours we will attempt to explicate the thematic and intellectual content of the novel, the writer's stylistic choices and literary goals. I know some of you have prepared questions, and hopefully, time permitting, we can get through those as well. Let's get this moving, shall we? To start things off, we're going to take a look at Dmitry Dima Mayakovsky, the book's central protagonist. What can be said about Dima? Well, we need look no further than Timofeyev's assessment on page 24. Paliev's round shoulders slumped further under the burden of his superior's disapproval. In fact, Secretary, Comrade Mayakovsky was awarded both the Order of the Nevsky and the Order of St. Andrew. Timofeyev cut in, for exceptional services to the prosperity and glory of Russia, though probably not the prosperity of Comrade Mayakovsky, Dima? I did alright, but still a tall poppy nonetheless. My predecessors had a fatal tendency to be suspicious of excellence. Mediocrity was their watchword. Timofeyev swept his hand through the air. Like Thrasybulus, who advised Periander to take off the tallest stalk, indicating thereby that it was necessary to do away with the most eminent citizens. He turned to Paliev, who looked blank. Aristotle, said Dima. This is a fantastic passage, but not one of mere literary embellishment. It makes sense that Dima should be familiar with Aristotle's ideas. As the novel progresses, we can begin to see that Dima is a paradigm example of an Aristotelian hero. How so? Well, his knowledge is derived from physical reality. He integrates theory with practice and battle, in the choices and value judgments he makes. I will elaborate on this a little later in the lecture. Much better that Dima is a disciple of Aristotle than one of Sartre's school of thought. Can you imagine? See that insurgent? What if he were to look into the mirror one day, open his mouth, look for his tongue, and see in his place a living centipede? Get down, soldier, you're right in his sight. Nah, I don't think so. Much better that he's a practical man. Yes, I think it's fair to say that Dima's is a very sharp mind, as it should be, seeing as his character is the linchpin in this expertly written novel. Now, I've always said that protagonists need conflict. Dima's aptitude would be of little use were he to be given a comfy paper-pushing job, now would it? Of course, McNabb doesn't disappoint here. There are conflicts in spades. If any of them don't come back in showroom condition, you know what the consequences will be. I've got my titanium underpants on. McNabb at his droll best. Love that little line there. The author definitely has a cinematic eye, a real talent for selecting those crowd-pleasing moments. Alright, time for just one more, I think. Yes, Jenna in the beret.
It's Emma. Yeah, do you think the author was influenced by Mickey Spillane?
Yes, I didn't actually think of that, but well observed, Emma. Parallels can definitely be drawn here, the terse chapters, piquant dialogue, pacing seen in Spillane's work, but McNabb takes this perennial style and really contemporizes it, makes it his own. I'm watching the clock now, it's 5 past, so I'm going to call time. Thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.
So, I'm changing the bed.
Right.
But why? What's the point? Because it's just going to get dirty again in a bit. Might as well just leave it on. If I change it, I'm going to be doing stuff, so I'm going to be sweaty, and I'll get in it later. It's just going to be sweaty again. What's the point? Can someone tell me? Please.
Ray-Ban's Face is credited as one of the world's first films. Directed, produced by and starring motion picture pioneer Harold Ray-Ban. It displays a 3-second clip of him pulling a silly face and looking wantonly at an out-of-view turnip. It was filmed on February 20, 1890, in the photographic building at Thomas Edison's Black Maria Studio, West Orange, New Jersey, in collaboration with Nikola Tesla and using Edison's kinetograph. The film was played for viewers at National Federation of Birds, one of the first public presentations of a motion picture.
It is just remarkable what we're seeing here, the beginning of motion pictures. At the same time, it was still the Old West with Wounded Knee, Indian wars, mining camps, train robberies, and stage holdups. All at the same time, this movie is being filmed. You can really see the clash of the modern and the old. Must have been an incredible time to live.
And now, here's a clip from Chesney Dale's He Had It Coming To, filmed live from the Greek god of music's loft. I laugh a minute.
And it reminded me of a story when I went to my local pub, and well, I say local. It's more of just a pub that I go to more often than another pub. I mean, as far as local's concerned, it's not really local. It's a good 20-minute walk away. I mean, there are pubs closer, but this one I go to more often than others, and I know the landlord by name as well. I say I know him, I don't really know him, I say hello. Just wanted to clear that up, just in case there was any misunderstanding. And I got I got talking to him, I didn't get talking to him. I heard this story secondhand. And he was asked how, because he goes to bed quite late, obviously, because he's working in the pub till the early hours, cleaning up and doing whatever landlords do. And he was asked, how do you get up in the morning? It must be knackering. And he said, with an alarm clock. With an alarm clock. Now, the landlord, lovely man. The joke is that, well, it doesn't need explaining, does it? The guy was asking the rhetorical question. How do you get up in the morning? Because you're working late and you've got to get up early in the morning. And he just answered, that's with the way he wakes up. I think a few of you will find that quite funny, hopefully. But hopefully you won't find it funny for the reason that the voice was a bit funny. Hopefully you'll see through that and you'll just think the joke's funny, or the anecdote.
Last night, the moon glowed hot and red as a rancorous sore. I longed for that sight again, but tried instead to live in the moment. There was a cafe nearby. I occupied a table, hoping that I could at least finish my novel. I found myself distracted. There was a gentleman sitting behind me. The rim of his pince-nez was silver. I thought that I hated him. But for what? He was superfluous. Then there was the girl sitting at the table beside me. She flicked the ash from her cigarette holder into the carafe, making its water turbid. Obviously, it wasn't that either. She, too, was superfluous.
Do you ever just think to yourself, what is going on? I mean, seriously, what is happening? What is life? What is going on? Can someone tell me? Can someone please tell me what's going on? We live, and then we die. Is that it? Does anyone know? What's happening?